Okay? The cave is called Sfentoni hole. It took its name because of the entrance of the cave. It was a hole about 1 square meter. And Sfentonis because inside here to have been used by partisans, which call them Sfentonis. We don't know when and who Sfentonis discovered the cave, or if it has a real person. The cave, however, is known for the inhabitants of the village the last 450 years. Here we are in the first room, which recently has been imaged, Ana chamber. Takes the names of one of the most famous Greek speleologists, Ana which came here in the cave in 1966 to map the cave and also gives the names of the next chambers. The cave covers an area of 3,500 square meters. It's 270 meters in length and has also totally 9 chambers, 9 rooms. For a moment, you can visit 160 meters with 5 rooms. And the last one, the temperature here, it's 17 degrees Celsius throughout the year, which is the average temperature of these regions, of this area. And the natural cave humidity here, it's 100% also all year. Okay? So you can follow me slowly. Please be careful and hold the small child and the ropes. Fast. Here, which happened in 1987 by the Gallery archaeologists, found many pieces of pottery from 3 different periods. The oldest is Neolithic period, about 5,000 years old. Also found from Minoics and also from Aramaic period. Found 2 coins from Aramaic period. Farmers and shepherds from this area here, the last 5,000 years, used only the first part of the cave and used it like as shelter, refuge, and storage spaces for food or for cheese. Nothing else. Also, in the same excavations found the skeletons and bones of animals, deer, cats, sheep, and from different kinds of beasts. The most important is from a deer. It's important because they don't live in Crete anymore. The deers disappeared about 7,000 years ago. So here we are in the second room, which is called roof height or organ height, because under this stalactite here looks like clouds. The name is not real, they gives also by another cave. The cave, millions of years ago, of course, has our underground here water, a river, which is stopped by a trap at the entry. That's happening 7,000-8,000 million years ago. And then began to grow stalactites and stalagmites. The stalactites hang from the ceiling of the cave, and the stalagmites grow from the floor. How they grow? The raining water, drifting stones that has the roof of the mountains and slowly transport them to the cave. Also over there you can see all stalactites have a smaller drop of water on them. Any drop hangs long over there, usually more than 20 minutes. So the calcium carbonate crystallizes and creates the stalactite. Where there is a lot of water flow, dropping. They cannot keep the calcium carbonate put down together with the water, and from the same drop grow up the stalagmites. When the stalactites and the stalagmites grows together, they form the columns like the ones you see here. And then the water flows around, or periphery. They covet and slowly post-grow and join it with the other columns and make a wall like here. All of them, of course, need thousands or millions of years. To grow 1 centimeter like that takes 100 years. 100 years for 1 centimeter. Okay? One of the bigger size in this cave here, it's a 7-8 million years old. Okay? Here around, the stalactites also have a different colors because composed of different type of rocks. Like the white, it's a pure limestone. The grau contains magnesium with copper oxide. The red here contains also iron oxide. And finally, the shimmering crystals, you can see there, it's not a diamond or something like that, but it's a calcium carbonate crystals, nothing else. Okay? So, back there, if you see that I switch on the lights now, there is a smaller room, which call it chapel, capelle. It's a very small, and if you want, you can visit, but you have to be careful. Okay, you can visit with a bicycle. Paragraph, please. Okay, so the first 5 meters there are deep and slippery. That's why I have to walk slowly, carefully, and hold the rope. Okay? So, this room here is called a palace because it has two main columns like a palace. Okay. The hole there, it looks like a door is another one hole. Behind of them is a cave about 35 meters long, which have been joined with each other. We did it before. We don't write on, of course, for the visuals because are well and closely like the entrance. Here we are also under the same antidate with the entrance. We are about 630 meters above sea level. And the depth which we are here, I mean underground, is 20 to 40 meters. And the cave also have a full ecosystem. We found a full ecosystem with more than of 30 different species of organisms. All of them are tiny, of course it's not dangerous, and the most important, it's our troglophites, are blind and white because they live in the dark. Snails, centipedes, crickets, what else? Fall scorpions without stingers. All of them also, it's another dangerous, so not worry about that. At the entrance of the cave, I have signs of all of them, and photos of all of them. The size there, it's not real. In the photos are bigger, like that. But we don't forget, the biggest of them is only 1.5 centimeters. The biggest animals which live here is the bats. 450 bats live here with 3 different species. The size was the same or like that, 10 to 12 centimeters. And only the bats, every day, usually in evening at 7, 8 o'clock, the bats come outside for food and then every morning back again in for sleep. They come out or in from the same entrance. That's why we make some holes, like windows, to here. Okay. The black others you can see over there, they make from the bats a long time ago. When the bats hiding upside down, like grapefruits, hundreds or thousands, the guano, the excrements, and the breadstick and the prey also limestone. That's why we have the black others over there. So let's visit the next and the last room, which call it Parthenonas. Parthenons, like the temple of Acropolis, because it has the symmetry dimensions of the column. You can follow me from the left and then we'll walk around. So here now stop the tour, but not the cave. The cave has another 110 meters. And this hole there is the entry of the second part. The first 10 meters about are low and closely because the bigger rocks, you can see there, fell from hundreds of years ago. Behind of these rocks, the cave they consisting of 4 rooms. Both are big and beautiful like here. It's called a panorama, the second cathedral, the other room with fossil waves, as many and small lakes on the ground like that with a fossil basalt. And in the end, it's the chamber of the lost child. The letters are called because in the in the end, it's called the chamber of the lost child. So called because in the end of the cave found the skeletons of our smaller child, about 900 years old, and the age of them it was 13, 14 years. The archaeologists believe now that child probably lost here and then died. And the last one, the Sfentoni cave, which we are here now, it's the most visited cave in Crete. Here in Crete you can visit like as you are, other 2 caves, I mean with the lights and with the path. The second is in La City Plateau and called Dicteon Adon or Dicteon Man, east of Crete. It's very far away from here. Because there, according to the mythologies, that the Zeus has born. And the other one is Melidoni cave in the same village Melidoni, only half an hour far away from here, close to Rethymnon. That's 3 caves totally you can visit with the lights and with the path. Of course, in Crete have a lot of caves, totally 5,200 small holes, cave like that with or without stalactites, with the water, underwater, many caves. For a moment, only 1,500 of them explore and mapped. That's why in your map or in your ways you can see too many signs. A lot of them, or for a moment, are free. They have no doors, lights, or path. And if you want and not afraid, you can visit with by yourself. But you need 3 things. First of all, you need, of course, good lamp lights, better than headlights. Second, good shoes, not sandals or something like that. And the last one, and the most important for me, you need a rope to find the way and to keep it safe. Okay? That's for me, the tour stop here. I hope so you are liking the cave. We have only 2 minutes now for last photos here, or for questions. If you have any questions, you can ask me everything about the cave. Or for my life, if you want. We're joking.